the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, that's the real guys.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Tua. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Our 2 quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
And you got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains. and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Kenyon Drake certainly kind of a little more keyed up for this one. Remember, he was traded by the Dolphins to the Cardinals at midseason last year in the middle of the Dolphins restructuring, shall we say. But in 3.5 years in South Florida, Drake ran for better than 1,500 yards with 15 total touchdowns.
It might have been done.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, an even 90 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray a give. This is Drake. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
Cardinals.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Murray sacked.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Cardinals 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker.
Come on, now you get all this time to get so open.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Aaron Rowe that time, able to knock that pass away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Dolphins 14, Cardinals 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Good tackle for a loss there by Kyle Van Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year. They certainly hope he can lead and continue to show plays like that.
2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray going deep for Hopkins, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And again, it's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
You're supposed to stand and just look at the fucking football, man. I don't get it. You looking at the... Why is you...
Tua now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And it's 21-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Cardinals 3. Jason
now
Sanders.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out comes Kenyon Drake and the Arizona offense to take over. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
No fucking body opened that over here.
Jason
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked. And in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback. Went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 40 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
That's the computer fell sorry for me because that's not who I was even going to, man.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
I hate this playbook.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
From the gun, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes,
right there, but
I wouldn't
Newman
necessarily
ain't
just
nowhere near.
absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side.
Why is so fucking high on no man? No fucking man. They get wide open.
20 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try here with Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Bruce Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make...
Yeah, the safety in the corner. Playing deep.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion?
Safety come from way over here. Okay, let's look at this here. He's way over here. Now you got this guy coming across here. He don't go there, but he come from way in the other side of the field. Boy, there's some bullshit. I mean, really?
That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake.
He says he did not know. I don't know if he's going by anything.
Learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball.
I told you that earlier when you came and asked me that.
Well done.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
It got his man complete.
And
He'll get this well past midfield before being
all the
stopped
time
just
you
before the 35.
come on. Story to you, man.
So we've reached
Yeah,
halftime here, but it's
bro.
quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 28-14 was your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on. Get some. Set, cut. He don't want it. Hey, alert 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Out of the gun, here's Murray on the crossing route, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. To throw again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Kirk. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Murray to air it out again. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 40.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing left side here, and it's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it here with Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Emmanuel.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Situation. Let's go. 55 mark, guys. 55.
It'll be Murray on the keeper. And they'll be driven back here,
What
losing
is
yardage
this?
to the 10-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You've
That's
got to
not the
figure the
fucking
further
play
they
I
fall
chose.
behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete.
Oh,
They had the
man.
play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, man.
33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida.
No, what the flag?
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and
What up, bro?
So they'll come up after the incompletion
What you
for
mean?
2nd down.
I can't do what?
And again, it's Tagovailoa looking for Parker again, and this time he's
You can't look at the play route.
and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, fuck, man. I don't know shit. I ain't know.
And that is
Well, I hate to miss.
for this 3rd quarter of
I did.
action.
At one point in time, I know you couldn't audible either. Shit.
On EA Sports.
I was told you can't audible.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd.
Well, wait. You telling me we can audible? I was told we couldn't audible.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I was told you can't. I was told you can't audible. Gil.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
I was told you can't audible,
I don't
man.
think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it.
Hey, I'm just saying what I was told.
Not too bad. The Cardinal offense takes back over.
Okay.
Coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Okay.
Murray And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at
Man,
their
look,
own 15.
I just lost all interest in this shit because it fucking should be cheating,
From
man.
the gun, he'll set up to throw.
I said I done lost all interest in this shit right here because it should be
And he's going to
cheating.
get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this
Hey,
game.
fuck.
There. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And
This
so
shit
many
be cheating
times
like a
we hear
motherfucker, bro.
quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Bruh. Alright, I know better now. Alright.
All day, dog. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Shakes off the sack.
Throw the
He
ball.
can't get away forever, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 48. Mike 48. Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big
I got to apologize. I told the line coach Gill. Yeah. Because I was telling you, he had told me he couldn't audible, right? But he didn't say that. I lied. He didn't say that. What he said was, you can't hot route.
Running, it's Drake, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Okay, so I stand corrected on that.
You got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back
I got to
on
go
the
for
field
it. So I'm
on
going
that
for it
play,
on
and the
4th down.
coverage was excellent.
Behind and
He
losing
tried
anyway.
to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Playbook. Fuck.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Murray Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third and short, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down.
Man, I just want to get third and
Right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Now they
this dude dropped up.
fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 18-yard line.
They run with Breida.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
We out.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help